Oh, right now? Oh, god damn it. Okay.
We did it. I
Okay.
can't keep them waiting after I shared like that.
Okay. You know what? You're supposed to keep them. We need like one of those like 5-minute buffer zones where it just plays music and stuff and gives them all of our Venmo information so they send us money.
Oh my gosh, we could do that, couldn't we?
Yeah, we gotta. You want to make everything a stream of income.
Okay, cool.
My rule is make everything a corporation. More corporations is what I say.
I'm just gonna put it in the comments. Tip me at
so many conspiracies.
Cash App $, for Space Lady.
Space Lady. So, is that what your Cash App is?
Yeah. What's your Cash App? Tip Pat at Venmo, maybe?
Cash App Ghoul Hand Luke.
No, it's not.
I mean, when I say that I live my brand to my core, like it's in my bloodstream. It's in my bloodstream. Yeah,
so when you're splitting the bill at a fucking bar,
Ghoul Hand Luke, yeah.
Your date is like, oh my gosh, I can't let you get this. Just let me split it with you. Here, I'll Cash App you. And then you're like, all right, baby.
The moment I wait for, and she's got two choices. There's one correct one, and there's the probable reaction. But the person that gets, yeah, that's good. That's actually that's hilarious to me. I don't think that's embarrassing, even though I would absolutely be embarrassed by it. It's Ghoul Hand Luke. What? It's spelled G-H-O. You like Ghoul? You know the movie Ghoul Hand?
O-U-L.
It's like, all right, I'm gonna go.
Wait, there's an H in Ghoul?
Yeah, it's Arabic. It's G-H-O-U-L.
O-U-L. Okay, H-A-N-D.
Yeah, it's Ghoul. But it's it's Arabic. I don't know what that means.
And then L-U-K-E?
Yeah, M-O-U-S.
Okay, I just put it in the comments.
This is so. What made you switch over to this?
Because
this platform, you're a contrarian.
I can download the audio file when we're done.
Oh yeah. So what? Zoom is just all speeded up or something?
Well, Zoom you couldn't cast unless I upgraded my account.
Well, see, I did the upgraded account, and this is so fucking boring. Hey, shout out. We're talking shop. We're talking shop. But I went and uploaded 2 of my other podcasts up, and they were both like fucking chipmunk, like 4 times speed, and I have no idea how the files got like that. So that's fun times. So.
Yeah, I've had glitches with Zoom before. On the improv show that we did, there's a point in the middle where our audio gets off, and then the rest of the video, we're like talking faster than the audio.
I love that. I love the people have to watch that. They're like, fuck, I hate the show. And then they either leave or they stay, and that's how we build fans. Do you see my menu? All right, cool. This doesn't have the cool backdrops. I can't go to hell like I've been doing on every podcast. That's my
good.
I like to cutting to hell and just be like, yeah, I'm in hell. It's terrible. It's awful down here. And then I just come back. That's my favorite thing that I'm doing on every show. Doesn't matter what the topic is.
Okay, so there's a couple things I want to talk about.
Okay.
First of all, I want to talk about the media and coronavirus.
Okay. Oh, no. Okay.
And then I want to talk a little bit about vaccines.
All right.
And then I want to talk about ghosts.
Have you seen that documentary that I talked to you about, the alien one?
No, you never sent me the name, so I didn't look it up.
Oh, I figured it was like it's incredible. I'll find it right now.
Okay, find it right now.
Watch it. It was. You posted some of this guy's videos like before. I've seen clips.
Oh, really?
Talking about like the government and aliens and how that like.
Oh, Todd Lazar.
Wait, what?
Todd Lazar, the Netflix documentaries?
No, it's fucking called something on.
Here, I'm gonna take a selfie. Put it on Instagram.
Career documentary. It's crazy what this dude talks about in this thing. Oh man, I'm so excited now that you haven't seen it because you're gonna fucking love this shit. Absolutely love this shit. It's called Unacknowledged.
I have seen Unacknowledged.
And it's just like they killed Jack Kennedy, they killed Marilyn Monroe. Yeah, they've known since the 50s. Basically just like yeah.
Here's what I love about Unacknowledged. Is that, hold on. Okay, this is gonna go on Instagram and I'm gonna tag you real quick.
Ooh, baby.
And then I'm gonna tell you what I fucking love.
Tag, you're it. It's a little old recess joke.
What's your Instagram?
Ghoul. Okay.
Ghoul
Runnings. No.
Oh, Pat McClellan Radio?
Yeah, that's fucking lame. That's a lame ass handle.
Oh, I think it's cute. I think you're special, and I think
tried to put 69, and they would not allow it. So they said absolutely not, sir. Well, okay. we're on all sorts of platforms and shit. This is big time.
I know, and I wish I had my YouTube link literally fucking anywhere, but I don't, so it doesn't matter. Okay, so here's what I love about the Unacknowledged.
Okay.
It starts off like a fucking regular ass conspiracy theory documentary.
Yes.
Like fucking run of the mill. Like
yes.
Nothing crazy gonna happen here.
And it goes awry very quickly.
Halfway through.
Bro. By the end of it, it's just like, yes, that's.
It's like, also, we faked the moon landing, and lizard people live on our planet. There's an alien base under Antarctica. The Anunnaki edited our DNA. Like, it fucking like, the last 2 episodes or whatever are, like, fucking buck wild.
Yeah, and then, like, even, like, the people other than Dr. Greer, like, they got increasingly weirder. Like, at first, it's, like, these like pilots and shit. Yeah. Like they're just like, I was in there, I saw a UFO, and then like it keeps getting, and all of a sudden by the end of it, it's people talking about why they killed Marilyn Monroe and Jack Kennedy, and like that Bill Clinton was about to be assassinated. Just talking about the presidents and their knowledge of the aliens and stuff. I thought it was good because it pretty much confirmed everything that I already thought alien wise. It's all pretty much like, yeah, that's exactly what I would have said. Yeah, they've known this whole time, and they will never allow it to let us know of the knowledge. So,
well, it's like, okay, so you've heard of Project Bluebeam, right?
No.
That's the plan, the secret plan that has not been disclosed. It's a conspiracy to fake an alien invasion.
Oh yeah, they talk about that too. That's their whole thing. That's what they're planning on. They said that's going to be the next big thing. It's like that they could pull it off right now, and you wouldn't know the difference with the shit they have.
Mm-hmm. Which is pretty terrifying considering the fact that there's been more alien sightings or more UFO sightings during the pandemic.
God, why are they? I know they have their own motives and stuff, but like to turn the people against aliens. Aliens will, in any kind of war, will decimate us. We have absolutely zero chance in any kind of battle. I don't care if we're all united and Will Smith is flying around with fucking Bill Pullman and shit, and fucking Harry Connick Jr.'s being creepy in the plane next to it. Yeah, the aliens will absolutely wipe us out. So I don't know.
Yeah. Well, here's so I mean, there's definitely, definitely is a strong word, but we know that I believe some shit. Like, I think that they're already interdimensionally communicating with aliens, and they don't want us to know.
They have. They've met with them. I think they've like had meetings and shit.
Yeah, they like hang out on the reg.
I wonder if they're annoyed. They're just like, can we talk to somebody else? Like, we don't want to meet with Dick Cheney. It's always Dick Cheney. Can we talk with anybody else? And Dick Cheney's fucking just talking nonsense. You know he's leading whatever the Black Council of the World, whatever I'm pretty sure he's in charge.
No, I don't think it's Dick Cheney, dude.
It's the Bilderbergs. Just kidding.
Isn't Dick Cheney the one that fucking shot someone on accident in the woods?
Yeah, he's the one that fucking puppeted President Bush and started a war for absolutely no reason because he was bored.
Yeah. And like, speaking of conspiracy theories, I mean, I know that this isn't really in the news anymore, but we just had this huge trial about whether or not Trump was fucking colluding with the Russians that was performed by the same motherfucker who sent us to war over weapons of mass destruction. Yeah, like, we know he makes shit up. And when we talk about aliens, you know that if they fucking enact Project Bluebeam, they're not going to have little grays that
What
are
a dumb
going to
name.
collaborate with
What a
us.
dumb fucking name. Project Bluebeam. That's so stupid. No, it's gonna be like those. What's that terrible movie with the bugs?
Fuck, with the prawn.
Starship Troopers. Starship Troopers, and it's like they go to the planet and they just fight these fucking like super bugs, and it's all propaganda and war. But yeah, it's gonna be something like that.
Yeah.
That'd be pretty tight, though. Truth be told, even if they pull it off, it'd be pretty sick.
If we colonize Mars, would you go?
Fuck no, Britt. I am so adamant.
You wouldn't go?
I won't. Space is maybe the most treacherous place on Earth. I will never go to space. I'll die on this planet. Space.
I'm going down with the ship.
Space is the ocean of up there. It's just a big ocean of terrible, terrifying things. Nothing good happens. Everything's slow. No. I even see pictures of it. It's like it's too vast. It's just too vast.
Yeah.
No, I've never. I know. They got to get the freezing and the time, the travel time down, up in space. Maybe if I could like sleep the whole time and I wouldn't have to fucking age 50 years to go to some fucking moon, then maybe yeah.
Here's what I always think about, and there's got to have been a couple sci-fi movies about this already, but it's like there is going to be a moment when we're going to be convinced that we need to go into hypersleep and we need to travel across the galaxy and go to Planet X, and that is going to be a fucking like mass euthanization of human beings. You know what I mean? Like that's going to be the
then I'm in. If that's the case, like also I'm never waking up, and that's it. So, I volunteer. I'll go first.
I volunteer.
Let me go to sleep. Yeah. Wake me up when we get there. Yeah, I'm fine with it. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, if you want to get euthanized someplace, space has got to be one of the top 10 destinations.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if they would wait till we got into space for that.
And then you're the only one that wakes up, and you're like, God fucking damn it, here we go.
Oh my God.
The worst.
There was a movie. Oh man, I wish I could remember the name. It might have even been just like an episode of a show. Maybe an episode of. Have you watched that Philip K. Dick show?
Don't even know who that is.
What? Philip K. Dick is the author of and Man in the High Castle.
Okay, yeah, I do know who that is.
Okay. Well, there's a show. Well, maybe I'm mixing up the authors now. It's like Dreamscapes or something. Let me look. This is the downside of casting on StreamYard is that like if we were on Facebook Live right now, motherfuckers would be like, I know the name of that show, and just like dropping it in the comments.
I both resent those people that do that, and I also like that as well.
I need it in my life. Philip K. Dick show. Electric Dreams.
Electric Dreams. That's almost like Electric Ladyland.
Well, I don't even know if it was an episode of that show or not, but this guy wakes up in space and he like sees someone that he thinks he recognizes, and so like the whole
Starbucks at where? In space? If you run into one person in space, like what are the odds? You can't say small world. You're like it's small universe. What? You're here by the moon Titan as well? Wow, what are the odds?
Okay, I've decided that I don't remember enough details about the show to continue talking about it.
I love details like that. It's just like, okay, yeah, it sounds pretty cool. What was the Brad Pitt one?
Oh, where he was in space?
Extremely good movie. Yeah, where he's like, and it's like the wormhole, and he's got to go back and like communicate with his like, it's something like. Pitt. Was that not Brad Pitt? No, it's fucking Matt Damon was Mars. That was Brad Pitt.
Oh no, Matt Damon. Oh well, I don't care. I don't care about these people.
Yeah, like communicating, or somebody's communicating like through
Inversion?
like what?
Inversion?
I love that we just give examples of stuff that we don't know. I am gonna look it up.
We haven't even started the fucking show. We're just here trying to remember the names.
If y'all seen that show where the guy's in space, Steve doesn't. We don't give enough details for anybody to check it out. We're not being accurate. We don't remember the names of anything or who stars in it. But fuck, hey, check.
Interstellar.
Interstellar, yes, that. And like I read like that the science on that was a lot of the stuff is like was as close as they could do for just with time and black holes and event horizons and stuff, that they really tried to like do the legwork and the grass
Yeah,
tight.
and I remember that being like a really big deal. I wonder if it was propaganda.
Probably. Everything's propaganda.
Everything is propaganda. We need to get a t-shirt that says that, because it's true.
I'm not gonna wear a t-shirt. I'm crazy enough, but everything is propaganda. Even this t-shirt, you're being tricked by reading this and it just keeps saying stuff on it.
This t-shirt is propaganda.
Yeah, this is also propaganda.
You have to do that. That's
just like believe what you will, the ellipses.
Believe what you
infer as you may. It's like, people, what? We do need to have some cool t-shirts that are creepy and also very thought-provoking with cool art you can do.
I don't want to provoke thought. That sounds
awful. Just do one of your cool cartoons on it. I like t-shirts. All right, so okay, I'm ready. Okay, I went on I talked about my alien thing. So I want to. It seems like you're coming hot off the presses with a couple of things, and I am here for it. I'm here for it because I have no idea how I'm going to respond, and I'm excited. So, Britt, you have the floor.
Okay, well, I'm not ready.
I'm not ready. You came out. I was just like, okay, we're going to talk about this. I was like, okay, all right.
Okay, so let me see if I can show you. So it says false information checked by independent fact checkers. CUI. Do you see that?
Yeah.
And so then when you tap on it, it shows you the article. So you can go to see photo, and the photo says, it's a meme. And it says, if you people who are walking on the beaches in LA could please stop wearing the same outfits when you walk on the beaches in Jacksonville, it would make the news a lot less confusing. So what they're saying is the people that are on those beaches are wearing the same clothes. It's because the people that publish the article publish the same photo. It's a stock photo of a crowded beach. And you and I both write content. You know that when we're writing fucking fluff for some
Getty Images, Playboy. Whatever. People at the beach. I don't care. I'm not trying to find. I need to get Pirates Beach on Galveston Island. It's got to be right here. No, it has sand and water. I will use it.
And if I did want like to use a photo like that, I totally could. I'm not a journalist. If that photo existed,
beach, Jacksonville.
Yeah, like no one went over there and took like fucking Getty Images of the beach that day. Like those photos don't exist.
I really need to get your beaches right, because it's very confusing. I didn't know what beach that was, and I knew what beach I was at, but the one I saw, it's all confusing. So if y'all can just use the beach in your articles, I truly appreciate it. Thank you. It's me, Ben from Jacksonville. It's my new character.
Right here. So the point is, they're like hiding this image where somebody used the stock photo because like people are using it to fuel conspiracy theories. They're like, oh, the beaches aren't really crowded. They're just posting those photos to try to trick us. And I don't really know if they're posting it to try to trick people.
No, that's why people need to get the fuck offline. I'm tired of leave the conspiracy theories to us. We live this life.
Well, I don't care if it fuels conspiracy theories. What I do care about is Facebook censoring a photo that has nothing to do with conspiracies.
No, dumb people are getting on the action, and they're sending fucking YouTube things, and people are online too much right now, and there's too many people are getting on board with conspiracies, and I don't like that.
I mean, I think it's great. I think it's
not good ones. Like that pandemic fucking YouTube clip, that stupid ass fucking documentary. You probably love it.
I don't know what you're talking about.
There's some fucking just some stupid YouTube thing with a doctor just spouting off nonsense about the.
Oh yeah.
Just God.
Well, it's like, here's the deal. If people had an amount of context around stuff like stock photography and content marketing, and you know what I mean, then it wouldn't be a conspiracy theory. Like people would just understand that. But it's like the internet's not even giving us the privilege of trying to discern. You know what I mean?
That's of course it's gonna go there. Yeah.
I hate it. Here, I'm gonna see if I can share it on the screen. Hold on.
You people, what you mean, you people? Yeah.
Okay, here, share screen.
How do you sign up to be an independent fact checker? Do you have to also be strongly worded on Yelp?
Right.
Like, hold on. I'm gonna fact check this. Make sure this is good because they're sending a bunch of false information about beaches on here. I'm gonna make sure this is accurate.
Okay, so do you see that?
Yes.
It says false information, like, and it's not false. It's just that they used a different fucking photo. And so if you were just scrolling through your feed, you
That's
wouldn't even
that's how quick it can happen, though. It's just like somebody mistakes it and runs with it, and nobody has time.
Yeah, like what the fuck is an independent fact checker? An algorithm?
Yeah, it's crazy how things can get out of hand, and like an article that nobody reads can just spin off on Twitter online with just people just flipping out instantly, and it could say that everybody that shared this is an absolute bozo in the article, and nobody would know that. I love when people there was writers that, although it's pretty sanctimonious and arrogant, but that have done that before, just with people clickbaiting and sharing, and they put stuff in the article just to troll.
Yeah, where it like has like a catchy headline. It's like, you'll never guess how many wasps climb into your ear every summer.
Yeah, what?
You click on it and it's like none.
Please, yeah, the answer better be none. It better be none. Now we got murder hornets. Oh.
Okay, so here's the B thing. So the conspiracy about the murder hornets, because if you read the articles, murder hornets have been spotted twice. Right. And the big viral article where they found a nest that had been totally destroyed. All the bees were decapitated and dead. And they were like, oh, this must be the work of a murder hornet. There was no actual murder hornet at the site.
No, I've seen multiple videos of a murder hornet going into a bee nest and trying to eat bees and getting fucking murdered on the spot.
Well, it's like there's something that they do where they like do like mass decapitations. But the point is, the conspiracy theory is that they're planting these fake murder hornet stories so that when the 5G towers start killing all the bees.
Oh, okay. Yeah. This is why we have this show. I'm in it. Oh man, this is okay.
Isn't that awesome? Which, like, yeah, I don't need any evidence. I fucking believe you.
I love this one.
Because if you read the articles, like.
But so why is 5G being used for literally everything? I don't like a conspiracy scapegoat. I need some facts. It was what was it? It was something with the it caused cancer or made COVID worse or something. What was the latest thing with 5G?
Well, 5G causes cancer. That's like the frequency is so high that it's like. I don't really know a lot about 5G.
Well, I've heard like 4 different conspiracies, and it's all about 5G. I'm just like, man, can I just have the fast internet? Can we not? So
you know what though? I know that
my LTE is good, but 5G, okay, fine, of course. That's the one that causes cancer, not 3G.
Well, it's like we've talked about this before. It's like there's already so much going on around us.
I've already got so much cancer. I'm already getting it. So that's
even the Wi-Fi. Like we fucking hold a phone to our head.
Yeah.
There's no way. Like it's the 5G is going to put us over the edge, but it's definitely not the only problem.
Yeah, if I can, I'll gladly die for just to be able to connect everywhere and have it just to have no trouble. I will gladly get cancer for just being able to log on with no problems. That's where I'm at with convenience these days. It's, yeah, okay, yeah, that's the cost for doing business. Shout out to 5G.
Honestly.
5G, I'm all for it. More 5G, I say.
More 5G.
Unless it does kill the bees, because if it kills the bees, then guess what? We go next, because the bees are integral parts of the ecosystem.
Sir, I would like some 5G. Wrap it up for me. Put it in my car.
5. You're going to that 5G.
Well, so here's the deal about 5G is that they're trying to connect the Internet of Things. But here's the deal. You know that I'm like on both sides of every line.
Yeah, you are.
And it's like, that is a mass invasion of our society.
Yeah.
For a company to make a decision that a utility can just be fucking put all over our country without having voted on it. It's not fair. And
no,
I know
absolutely not. I'm with you.
That either there's two reasons these conspiracy theories could be happening. Either it's a symptom, one of those words is going to work. It's a symptom of the anger that we have as a democratic nation, having to watch something scary, seemingly dangerous, and like that we didn't consent to, just going up in our fucking neighborhoods and killing our bees. And it looks ugly and it looks weird and nobody was like consulted. Like none of the citizens.
It's like everything else though. That's like oil. That's like fracking. That's like, I mean, that's just like fucking everything else, man.
I know, that's the problem.
The Houston doing all the moving the freeways. We didn't ask you to take down the Pierce Elevated and move Highway 45, and like all the businesses that lose to eminent domain and shit. Yeah, people just do what they want.
Well, the people that vote on that are not just citizens; they're politicians. So we actually don't get a vote in those things.
You know, but sometimes you do. Sometimes you do, and it's one of those things that like. You're an everyday person is unless you're paying attention, like it's hiding in plain sight with that kind of stuff. You know, they put it.
But it's all stuff like fucking marijuana or school districts.
Yeah, no, why? Yeah, that's just too. That's too benevolent. That's too good. That would do too much. We can't. We got to put some weird cancer tower in.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I think that like so one of them is that it's symptomatic of the anger that we feel being so invaded without having consented to it. And the other part is I think that some of it is planted because there are so many conspiracy theory, like censorship things happening right now, that what they're really trying to do is like create a divide in the ideology around what is true and what is fake. And if you're someone who believes in things that are fake, then you're like no longer
like no longer live. You gotta die. Like
what?
Those people get killed.
Well, yeah, that's where it's going. Eventually.
I mean, that's just like that's just the space euthanasia. If you get tricked into your own death, then like I can't help you.
Well, that's my concern is that like, you know, when we create that divide in ideology, like we start to other people and it becomes like where people that believe, like when we read 1984, the people that are dangerous are the people that believe something is false. Like they create falsehoods and then the people that believe it end up doing evil bidding on their behalf, right? So that's exactly, but when we think about, you know, the nature of true and false in that dynamic, we are still teaching ourselves that what is true is what gives us like intellectual value, and like what makes us valuable to society is whether or not we can believe the truth, when in reality you can believe a lot.
That's a dangerous game online these days. So I think that's the fault, because people are so used to that black and white, it's either this or it's that, it's the, you know, the binary type thing, and there's just
exactly.
when like what if it's not, or just questioning, not with any kind of take, just like that's really the thing. I don't know the answer. It could be this, could be that, but thinking in salutes has never done anybody any justice.
And that's why they're trying to fucking silence conspiracy theorists, because you know that it's not about whether or not we talk about I don't even want to say it. I'll say it backwards. Zani, Germany, or like fucking 5G towers, or like all the things that you can get your YouTube video pulled for.
I'll say all of it right now. Give me a list of the things I can't say. I'll say it.
But it's like they pick up the audio on that and they fucking either shadow ban you or take your video down. TikTok takes videos down all the time. Like we don't have any say over any of that.
They always take all my dances down. They take all my dance choreography down. Immediately they're like, yeah, we won't allow this. I'm just like,
if you're dancing about aliens, then they might.
I was just trying to pull a good I can't really dance very well. You can't talk about aliens on TikTok. I can't be like, come on, everybody, move to the beat. Aliens are real. The government's hiding it from us, and it's been a conspiracy since Roswell.
I don't know. Let's try it.
They killed Jack Kennedy and Marilyn Monroe and other presidents, and they're still controlling us. And
so the point being,
sorry,
I think that Don't Apologize. That was great. I loved that song.
I don't know. It's just popping and locking like a fucking weird ghoul.
Like a weird ghoul.
Ghoul hand Luke, maybe. Maybe like a ghoul hand Luke, just spitballing.
Sorry.
5G kills the bees.
Oh my God, I just found out how to connect my Facebook. Okay, hold on, sorry. I just got some divine information from my guides.
Okay.
And so I'm going to use that divine information to connect to Facebook.
Oh, are you using your amethyst?
Yes, I'm using my brain amethyst.
Amethyst.
Have you watched Steven Universe? I know I've told you to.
Have I watched what?
Steven Universe.
I don't know what that is, Brett.
It's a cartoon and you'll love it. It's so
I
good.
like Jeff Space, but I'll watch it. I like Jeff
You
Space.
can watch it with the girls. They'll love it too.
Type. No, I'm down. I like good things. You love cartoons. You love
But it's
cartoons.
about, what'd you say?
I said you love cartoons.
I love cartoons. Oh my God, have you seen Midnight Gospel?
Yes, and it's fantastic. I mean, it was so annoying. It was so good that I was annoyed that I didn't get to hear more about stuff. I'm just like, can we just? It's like too short. Oh, incredible. And you'd get lost in either like what they're talking about, or you're lost in the actual visuals, and it's just like, it's just so fucking cool.
Oh, it wants me to upgrade my account, but that's not gonna happen.
Yeah, that Magic episode was off the chain. That dude was fucking the real deal.
Have you listened to his podcast?
I have before. I don't listen to it regularly.
His podcast is really good. I actually so I was introduced to the podcast actually by Mike, which is funny because like I feel like more people in my like hippy dippy community actually know Duncan Trussell, like more so than like my comic friends or even,
He was here in was that 2015, 2016 at such a fucking nice guy.
Yeah, he's so nice. And I don't think he really does stand up anymore. But the point being, I didn't like the show when I listened to it because he was interviewing a comedian and it wasn't like, I don't like that kind of podcast. Right. And then I went back and I listened to one where he was talking to a meditation teacher. And so like for the past year, I've just been listening to all of his episodes with meditation teachers and I just go through and pick those. And so to hear Midnight Gospel stuff sounded a lot like when I would just like get high and paint and listen to Duncan Trussell talk to meditation teachers, and I would have like incredible breakthroughs and I would like pause and I would go journal, and like to see him do that on was like, it's like I couldn't have made it better myself. Like for something for me to consume, it's like it was made for my heart.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, he's such an interesting conversationalist because he's just knows a little about a whole lot of stuff and doesn't overstep. He just knows what he doesn't know, and it's just like you can just tell he's like that's a good spirit. Like he's a light, and all the people you can hear him like having epiphanies from the people he's talking to, and every I haven't finished it, but like I watched 4 or 5 of them, and like they were all incredible. Even
they're so good. The final episode's incredible.
Shout to Midnight Gospel, the one show we do know.
Well, what I was saying about Steven Universe is it's a story about a boy who's being raised by these.
What? This is a story of it's not a story of a girl. Yeah, it's not.
That's what you interrupted me to say.
Yes, I'm sorry. I don't even know any of the rest of the lyrics to that song. I know it's a song that it would have been cool if I knew it.
Actual lyrics.
It's part of you, something like that. I said, girl, you gotta run it around the world. Yeah, some alternative song from some time. At least we won't get docked for copyright infringement because I didn't get one lyric. Not one lyric. Sorry. Go ahead, carry on. Steven Universe.
So Steven Universe is about this boy who's being raised by these aliens that are made of light, and the light comes through as gems. And so they're called the crystal gems, and one of them is named Amethyst, and she's short, and I love her. So that's the end of that story. What were we talking about before all that? Aliens?
5G killing all my fucking. I've got all these bee nests trying to get my honey, and 5G killed them all, and now we're having a honey shortage. So this has been a pretty tough couple of weeks with the 5G killing all my bees.
5 fucking G.
Yeah, so let's look up what all it does, because I haven't heard a good thing about it other than me loving the fast internet when I'm in the city. I'm all 5G.
Well, here's the thing so I actually don't know a lot about the negative side effects of 5G. I'm really not into people's bodies at all. I'm more into people's ideologies and like their brains and way of life. So I do know that there are people who are into bodies that know a lot about what's going on in your body when you're next to a 5G tower. I do not. What I do know is that it seems pretty fucking shady that they're going to put all these satellites up in the sky and pollute our solar system, particularly in our direct orbit, with all of these satellites so that they can make a connected world and everyone can have the internet. And that's super sweet. It's going to be really fast. I think the reason that we're not having a legitimate conversation about it isn't necessarily about what it does to our bodies. It's about what it's going to do for cryptocurrency and globalization.
Yeah, everything. It's like a perfect storm. So if it is hazardous at all, which it is because it's radiation. So yeah, that's terrible. That's like the super trifecta of terrible things that lead to other bad things that lead to all other awful things. So yeah, that's awful. How does 5G affect the body? Here's a quick rundown. It generates a radio frequency radiation that can damage DNA, lead to cancer, oxidative damage, premature aging, disrupt cell metabolism, and then lead to other diseases through the generation of stress proteins. So that off the rip, that doesn't sound great.
Yeah, sounds not great actually.
So yeah, if that was enough, doesn't sound good. And even if it's not a big conspiracy and they know it's bad, that's the kind of stuff that scares me. Technology like that it's a Samsung in Korea. It's got this huge global deal, and they move forward this technology, and we don't know how it affects us. Stuff like that. That could kill the human race by some super radiation or something. So that's what's scary too, is that we move so fast that pretty soon we'll have satellites in space, just like you said. But we can't get rid of that the trash orbiting. Can we get rid of the trash orbiting? Because we're not going to be able to leave this planet if we don't fucking clean that heap up. Whatever.
Oh, no. I mean, I don't know really that much about space. So
yeah, don't go
remember when we were talking about a comet, and I was like, I don't know, there's a rock coming.
Yeah, you've seen Armageddon. I don't want to close my eyes. Don't want to. That's a pretty good. That movie it's like 2 hours and 45 minutes. I was like, Armageddon, I liked you when I saw you, but the unmitigated gall to be that long is a little much.
I'm Steven Tyler.
He's not even in the movie. He just sings the song. Shout to Liv Tyler. Pretty good cast. Shout to Armageddon. Good movie. Good about meteors and comets.
I have never seen Armageddon actually.
You have to see Armageddon. I don't want to close my eyes.
People do tell me I look like Liv Tyler when I have bangs.
You absolutely do. And I'm just now seeing it.
Yeah, people at the bar. And it's like, what?
That's all. Like for my age, like Liv Tyler and Alicia Silverstone, and we're just absolute goddesses. Could not be stopped. So that's not a bad thing to be told.
I first saw her in Lord of the Rings, but then shortly after that, did you see The Strangers?
Explain the plot briefly.
It's a scary movie where they have masks on.
I don't watch scary movies.
So good.
Is that like sex masks, like one of those fucking Eyes Wide Shut type things?
Like animal masks.
Oh no, that's paganism. I'm not here for it.
I love paganism. Paganism can have my babies.
Did you see Midsummer?
No, not yet. And I haven't been in the right headspace.
That's paganism at its best. It's a celebration. I think that's a solstice. Who knows?
I gotta be in the right headspace for that.
It's not that crazy. I watched it and I was like, of course these fucking weird fucking Swedish people are fucked up. That's it.
Well, I will tell you, I'm easily stressed.
You ever been to an IKEA? Fuck Sweden. All right.
IKEA is very stressful.
Yeah, you have those instructions. It's like, it's in Swedish, and I don't want to build these fucking bookshelves. Fuck you, Sweden. Okay, sorry.
But I think that the next grand conspiracy is that they are behind closed doors creating cryptocurrency without the consent of the people and without the without the participation of the people. You know what I mean?
Can they do that?
Yeah.
But I thought cryptocurrency was designed to not allow that.
Well, the blockchain was designed to ensure that the data for currency is on every computer that's participating in the blockchain.
Right. Okay.
So it would be very difficult for people to make up money. But it would also kind of, depending on the security level of the coin, be very easy to steal money.
I just can't trust that. That all terrifies me.
And so what my inkling is that they are trying to roll out 5G very quickly, and they don't want people to be talking about the 5G situation. So they put out these fake conspiracies, and then they censor us from talking about 5G and 5G towers, and then they use that 5G technology to launch this fucking coin, which is what they're hiding in plain sight the whole time.
I love it. Do you have this posted on any of the parts in the dark web? Because I love it. I mean, is 5G being rolled out any faster than any of the other Gs? I don't know. I'm the jury's the jury's out with me. I think it's an incremental up in speed. But I don't remember seeing any uproar about any of the other Gs.
There was no uproar about
no 4G. No, it's fine. 5G. They're putting up towers without permission, and apparently it's leading to a cryptocurrency conspiracy. And if that happens, oh man.
But it's like
I love that though. It all adds up. It all adds up.
And we wouldn't be the first country to develop a coin, and I don't think there's anything inherently wrong with us moving over to cryptocurrency. But what I do know is that the government doesn't have a great fucking track record with having control of technology.
The worst track record, maybe. One might argue the worst track record. But I mean, maybe if they can get out of the fucking underneath the Federal Reserve, and maybe it's not under that control, maybe that could be a better thing.
Yeah, it might be able to like create a situation where we end the Fed or whatever, but if we're not involved in the process of the creation of the coin, and we also are being prevented from education about cryptocurrency and
big fucking time. It's like, yeah, San Francisco is like a different world where you can like use Bitcoin in places, and people just like, yeah, I made $2 million off Bitcoin, and just some guys like, what the fuck is a Bitcoin? Because they are not. You gotta do the due diligence if you want to get into cryptocurrencies. That's the frustrating thing with the disinformation, is that just if it can make somebody's life better, can you just not like prevent information from being spread? Like, fuck.
Or it's like, okay, so I understand that it's complicated, but at the same time, like, I think that that's the problem with like social media that we have now, is we've kind of been totally illusioned to believe that what the internet is like a Facebook app or a Twitter app or our Google search page. That's not what the internet is. And that's not, and like without the proper education about what the internet is and free exploration of the uncensored.
The internet is space. The internet is space.
But it's like, we're not going to understand blockchain enough to do anything about it when it starts to fucking encroach on our liberties.
Yeah.
Because that's how the government takes advantage of democracy, is by having an uneducated populace making votes.
God, we're so fucking dumb. We're so goddamn dumb, and I'm sick. I'm sick of being fucking dumb. No, that's how they treat us. That's the aliens. We're too dumb. We can't get out of our own way. Whatever they think's best is the way to go, and it's ridiculous. And we're not even as bad as fucking China and some of the other countries. So I mean, we are as bad, but the way they lie to their people too. I guess we get to see them lying to their people, so I guess we don't get to see us lying to us or something.
Well, yeah, because it's like, if Americans knew how much propaganda and brainwashing that they were under the influence of, that's what they would be fucking rioting about. They don't even understand how censored their information is, because this goes back to the fucking first thing we were talking about, which is about how fake news has been weaponized. And it's not that things that are false are bad. It's that people that cannot like learn the truth become ostracized from society. And it's like, it's not necessarily about the fake news article, it's about the concept of fake news being a tool of oppression and ostracization and like breaking up society, which sucks, because there's so much truth in the fact that the government is trying to ruin the family unit, and it is all hidden under this Republican, sexist, homophobic, transphobic bullshit that no one wants to listen to you about it, because we hate our families, because our families traumatized us, because we live in a traumatizing time.
Yeah, Thanksgiving, I'll tell you, I don't want to go to Thanksgiving with this election. It's every fucking election. Yes, no, it's true. And it's getting increasingly more divisive, and the fake news, whatever it is, I don't care if it's the stupidest thing on earth, it worked. It works. It works, and it's proven, and it seems like it's only going to get incrementally worse, because people can't decipher, and It's just like,
If it's false, then what's the problem?
can't be saying this false stuff out there. Yeah, and that's why, and this is my problem with, and I don't want to get into this, but I'm gonna say it anyway. That's my problem with Trump. I personally don't think he's evil. I think he's an absolute buffoon, a narcissist, a terrible president, and reckless when he speaks. But I don't necessarily think he's evil with malintent. I think he's just an absolute bozo. But yeah, just using that tool, knowing it works with his base, and just everything the left says is fake. And there's people that every single thing that comes out of the media is fake. And like, all he had to do was keep saying fake news in all caps in his tweets.
But
And
it's on the other side.
a lot of percentage of the population is just like, yeah, it's all fake. It's just
it's not just Trump saying.
Oh no, I know. It's
and
not.
that's the unfortunate thing, is that it doesn't matter what side of the right and left you're on.
We're both terrible.
No, they're both uninformed and abused. They're both being they have Stockholm syndrome about their political party. And I think that, like, to bring it back sort of to like the sort of ancient,
Can you tie it in aliens? No. Okay.
I can tie everything into aliens, baby. But to bring it back to sort of like the ancient good versus evil, it's like, if you're someone who's evil and you don't want the good to overcome you, then all you have to do is make yourself look good. You know what I mean?
It's so fucking easy too. I mean, it's so easy. I mean, just people's faith in the government itself. Like, these people are fucking benevolent, trying to help, like, and not even questioning it. Like, he's the president, he's an American, I'm an American. Hell, these colors don't run. They're just not even thinking of the fact that they're all lying and they're all.
He's the lowest animal on the fucking food chain when it comes to running the world. Okay,
president.
I don't fucking care.
Oh, 100%.
But here's the other thing.
They taught me that. They're like, yeah, we have programmers. We're not telling him. We don't. He's a. They called him a temporary worker. He was like a temp. Like, he's a temp. Yeah. You don't need to know shadow projects. He doesn't need to know about this. I'm like, so there are people technically under the president that are fucking doing these ops. I'm just like,
But it's like every spy movie you watch, there's always someone who's like not involved in the government, not involved in economics,
right.
Not involved in society even. And they're the ones that you sit down with and you're like, hey, I need guidance about this situation. And that fucking weird ass Illuminati renegade person that probably got dropped off in a fucking field by an alien spaceship is like drinking a cup of coffee and has a monkey on his shoulder and he's holding a spear or whatever the fuck. He ran the cartel for like 30 years and nobody knows his name.
Yeah, he lit
somehow. The motherfuckers, they have generational wealth for their entire fucking bloodline, dude. Can you imagine generational wealth from a fucking beginning of society bloodline? You would never have to work a day in your life.
That's extremely tight, but I can't, and I don't know if it's like not having it, but I don't care. Like, I think if I had all the money, it would not be, I would not need to have all the money. I don't have that.
Did you read that post I put on Facebook about the work?
Mm-mm.
Oh my God. It's like crazy. But the point of it is, when you have all the money in the world, you don't want to get rich. You want to get powerful. And the only thing that any of us have is the ability to take the ideology that we believe and try to get other people to believe it with us so that they will cooperate and they will do our bidding.
Sex cults. That's why you got to have a sex cult.
That's exactly what a sex cult is, right?
Yeah, well, no, yeah, you're rich. I got all the money, so let's wear fucking bird masks and get fucking weird and creepy. I mean, that's why they're into so much fucking weird occult shit, because it's like they're bored.
Yeah.
Can you imagine being like one of like a Bilderberg or one of these fucking what is your world like? It's unfathomable. It's unfathomable to have that much money and just be like, what do you do?
But also, they have that much time. Like, people that are like, oh, you obviously have never been a product manager or project manager if you've never, if you believe in conspiracy theories. Have you seen that?
What?
Okay, no. So here, I'll say it correctly. Hold on, because I ate some cereal earlier and it's making me talk.
Yeah, cereal does that.
So the meme says, you've obviously never been a project manager if you believe in conspiracy theories. Because if you did, you would know that people can't coordinate that well, right?
Yeah.
But it's like they're imagining a person like them.
That's why that's why the conspiracy theories work, is because people can't coordinate well.
No, it's like they think that these people have 40-hour-a-week jobs. They grew up in a regular, like, close to poverty household. They went to college and got fucking indoctrinated for 4 years or more. Like, the people that are sitting there making up conspiracy theories, first of all, aren't making them up. These have been around since the beginning of time, and they're fulfilling an ancient doctrine that has existed long before us and will exist long after. Second of all, they don't fucking have anything else to do. They don't have to work to eat. They don't have to work to pay rent. They don't even have to make eye contact with anyone. And they're abused by their rich-ass, narcissistic, power-hungry parents. And they're probably raised by a nanny who is, like, told not to talk to them or hug them. You know what I mean?
Do you think any of them are cool? Do you think any of them are possibly cool? Or they've been so fucked by their upbringing that, like, they are so far removed, like, having that much money, like, you can't relate on a fucking personal level to somebody that has less money. any person that, you know, has any kind of stress, or you just don't live like, I mean, I guess there's still human elements. You still have stress, you still have things you worry about, you still have passions, but it's just like when your perspective is that skewed, it's like, what the, like, that's why I said it's unfathomable, because I'm like, how do you have that perspective? That'd be pretty tight though. You'd probably be good at fencing, you play piano, you speak 4 different languages, you have cool hair, probably have a big library in your house. But yeah, your dad's a big asshole, and he's also running the world, and he's gonna ruin it.
And consider this.
I will.
Take a sip of wine, motherfucker. Buckle up.
Segment. Britt, this is consider this. Consider this.
Consider this. I forgot what I was gonna say.
Oh, come on! You can't come in with something that.
I know it was gonna be something about how
this.
They have nothing else to do. Oh, and there's also a lot of pressure in that class of people to continue making sure the world works the way that it does, because it's benefiting so many of their peers. And so it's not even just that you have to be evil in order to participate in these atrocities.
Nepotism. Just nepotism.
It's just that you have to turn a blind eye to the negative parts of it, and then turn your seeing eye towards all of your friends and family and coworkers and this entire network of people that believe in you and believe in your success and want you to succeed and want to continue to succeed. Like, you don't even have to, you can be a cool person. That's kind of brings me to my opinions on Trump.
I don't have any problem with that. I'm like, I kind of see that. It's fine. If you take care of your own, I
think that he saw, because his dad was in the fucking elite, dude. And something happened that I will never know, probably something to do with Epstein, that created a situation where Trump could not be a billionaire. And there's something about the billionaire class, which is probably ritualistic, that Trump was not allowed to participate in. And he is fucking angry about it. And he's trying to take down all of these billionaire motherfuckers, but he's dumb, just like all of the rest of them. Because they're all inbred and they're all uneducated. They've never had to pass a fucking test.
Only Trump would want to be like, I want the baby's blood. Like, he's so narcissistic that he has to get, like, that's his goal. Like, he's terrible at business, can't do anything. It's just like, but he wants to be in the ritual so bad. Yeah, I mean, that makes sense.
If he did, he'd be a billionaire.
He's just bad at business. If he had any kind of semblance of business savvy with the money from his father, and he should be a billionaire. I mean,
at that level,
I would go as far to say most of us would be billionaires if we were
at that level.
Like that. Yeah, no, if we were in the same situation and not him, I feel like we would not go bankrupt, and would not build the Taj Mahal in Atlantic City, would not be fucking racist in all my apartment buildings, and would not have to put gold bathrooms. I think that we would make it, and he's his own worst enemy. Shout out to Trump, man. We love him. MAGA.
Ew.
MAGA. Get out of here.
I can totally feel a little turkey chin happening right now.
All right, let's talk quick ghosts before we get out of here, because I love me some ghouls, baby. Did you have something specific, or you just want to you just wanted to talk ghosts?
I just like to talk about ghosts every now and then.
So fucking awesome.
Oh, but what I do want to say is that I'm taking a class because Harvard University just dropped a bunch of free classes, and it's called Omens, Oracles, and Prophecies. And what?
Shout out to Harvard. Yeah, if you want to get a degree from Harvard in the occult, they'll do it.
But there's really interesting, and so through that, and then some of the sources of that, and some internet digging. First of all, I want to just let everybody know that if the way you search for information is to Google it and click on something on the first page, you're a fucking idiot.
You're a puppet. Yeah, you ask Jeeves. I always ask Jeeves. Always sends me the right one. Yeah, Jeeves is a better person. If you ask Jeeves, I promise you he'll hook you up.
And I don't talk shit about a lot of people. I don't like to be mean. I don't like calling people dumb.
Yeah, that was pretty. You did get aggressive right there, but no, it's true. Like, I mean,
that's the most aggressive I think I've ever been in aversion to someone. But I do it because I believe it.
Google, we have an obligation to ourselves to having the best information at the fest, and it's like, you shut up. What is Google up to? That's what I want to know. It all started all good, but now they've got a big campus, and what are they up to? We have questions.
I'm actually going to send you this post right now.
Okay.
But they're not publicly accountable to any of us. Most of the things on the first page are either paid, or there's someone in a fucking department somewhere that knows how to do SEO.
I did a lot of SEO, and it's
bullshit.
It's not bullshit, but because everybody can do it if you just learn how to do it. So I mean, it's not bullshit, but.
No, I mean, it's not data. It's not information. It's like, it's magic. It's tricks. It's like trying to get an article to be first, whether or not.
I get so mad when bullshit like that pops up when one of my searches, because I'm pretty good at going as specific as I can with the thing, and just sometimes just like, oh, fuck you, you know. And that's what I got to say to Google. Again, Google, if you're watching this, you probably are. Go fuck yourself.
But also, all of the I forgot what I was saying about Google. Oh,
you're gonna join in with me.
Yeah, we'll just
fuck Google. Fuck Google.
Aztecs had a lot of prophecies, and there's something very interesting about the time in our universe when there is an eclipse at the galactic center of the universe, or of the galaxy, or whatever. Galaxy, probably. I don't know a lot about space.
Yeah, galaxies are the thing. It's like it's our little neighborhood in the vast expanding world of the universe.
Do you remember the eclipse last year?
Yes.
That was at the fucking galactic center point.
That's pretty tight.
Isn't that wild? And so when I've been researching, like, a lot of Graham Hancock stuff, and like these ancient, megalithic structures in these cities that were hidden from us. There's things in the Smithsonian basement that we'll never fucking see. Like
Atlantis?
Yeah, there are a lot of islands that might be Atlantis, but they keep that information from going public because the media to like the archaeologist to person trail is not conducive. It's like not news that they want to share with us. So,
no, yeah, they can't. It's like you can at a certain point. Like, yeah, we just can't tell you. It's like the aliens. Sorry, yeah, we've already. It's already been 50 years. We can't just.
But it's like, if you think about it, these are just individual archaeologists that are doing their job, and they find a site and they write a report on it. They publish it for a university.
Whitewashed almost instantly.
Yeah, and that's like the thing is, you don't even really have to fucking tamper with the evidence. You could just make sure the evidence never leaves the shelves, Like, this poor journalist is just tweeting about this thing that he does, and he's maybe on 2 or 3 podcasts, but it's not getting picked up by national news outlets because they don't care about anything that's not business related. And there's a built-in mechanism that nobody has to talk about, where if it's not Atlantis, we probably shouldn't say anything because there'll be a bunch of hysteria about, and it's like the same thing with aliens. Like, if we talk about it, then it'll shift our worldview and everybody kind of panic and rip each other's heads off.
So I mean, obviously the government's terrible and we hate them. If you're watching this, the government, I'm just kidding. I pay my taxes. I'm a good citizen. Do not kill me. But if you're a scientist and you're good at what you do and you're loyal to what you do, if you have information like that, I mean, don't you keep it to yourself as well? I know you're big about getting information out. Like, are you you're personally kind of the martyr type to where you're gonna lay it on the line, but like that's a tough call. If you can preserve something and you know it's not corrupted and you have it in your control and you can just shut your mouth, like there's honor in that. I don't know if it's necessarily the right thing, but hey, it's a tough call. You're a big disclosure. You're a disclosure lady. That's what I call you. I'm like, hey, disclosure lady, what are you up to?
Well, it's like the more you study things like disclosure, the more you realize it's not necessarily about overt oppression as much as it is teaching people to be oppressive.
Yeah.
It's not government.
Yeah, you want to fuck people over. We all know that.
It's like their peer group becomes the enforcer, kind of like with fake news. Nobody from the White House has to come knock on my door and say, hey, stop sharing fake news. It's really messing with the election. Like, no one's sending me a letter. Instead, they train my friends to fucking come after me if I post something that's wrong.
Boy, does it work. It works so well. Yeah.
In the example of archaeology, they don't come knocking at the, I mean, some archaeologists have been killed for their work, obviously.
Yeah, Jones,
professionals. But generally what happens is they train people in academia to be oppressive and ostracize people that have information that doesn't fit in with the narrative. And the way that they train them is not with empowering truthful information. It's about instilling fear in them that they will lose their career, that they will lose their livelihood, that they will lose their reputation, that they will be made to be treated as if they're crazy. They may be committed. There are all of these things that they train them to feel. And so they don't have to train them to do anything. All they have to do is train them to feel scared, and then they do the oppression for us.
So easy.
So when we talk about the disclosure, it's not necessarily just about the government being reformed. Right. It's also about people reforming their own opinions about the way that we've chronologically been taught the timeline of history. I was fucking killing it.
Right. Pretty good. It's a Beatles song. No, but you're absolutely right.
It was a good soapbox. I almost got it all the way out, but you get the gist.
Yeah, I ruined it. But that's so true, and it's so easy because like the fear is used in all facets of life, and it's very easy. If you even the thought of your family, your livelihood, just that alone is enough to deter you from doing just about anything. And even the right thing. It could pretty much control anybody to keep them from doing whatever the person that instilled the fear wants you to do, which is the worst thing. But every once in a while there's heroes that stand up for the right thing.
Well,
and
that's the fact.
Jesus Christ, my Lord, and I'm here to talk to you about the Bible.
Jesus Christ. Are you about to grab your acoustic guitar?
Lord, I lift your name on high. I want y'all to hear my testimony. A little hero called JC. Y'all ever heard of him? Oh, anyway, sorry.
Well, what I will tell you is that bad guys use fear, but good guys use manipulation, and both of them are trying to control you, and neither of them are valid.
Ooh, I like that. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, any kind of manipulation. Okay, even if you are, that's like people that like.
I'm gonna write it down.
The greater good, like but Rwanda has to be blown up, but the whole world will. It's like that's not good.
Yeah.
And also, everybody thinks they're good, and their scope. Everybody's the protagonist. Everybody's the hero, and even bad people aren't. They're not like, I'm bad. The devil rules. I'm gonna pull some evil today. Like they're just like they think that they're doing something that's important. Like for the most part, evil exists, but I'm saying like most people think they're good, and most people are also not good.
Yeah.
We're all
I think that's important to remember. I am not good. So don't listen to anything I say.
Man, I'm the worst.
Fact check everything.
Yeah, hey, I gotta fact check this. That doesn't look like our beaches. Jacksonville, the water's a little bit more murkier. Yeah, we have to get the pictures right.
So crazy. All right, well, bye, Gary. Oh, well, let's do some plugs.
Yeah.
Let's plug stuff.
Oh, we got Arturo's in the chat said this is a fun show. Shout out to Arturo.
Thank you, Arturo.
This is a fun show. It is.
Yeah, we're fucking killing it.
Yeah, you do your plugs. I don't like doing it.
You don't want us to follow you?
I mean, you can, guys. Yeah, look me up on Google. See if I pop up. what page I pop up on, and we'll just see what happens. And yeah, just take that.
Google Gary.
Yeah, I am going by Gary, Sensual Gary. My name's Sensual Gary.
Well, my
Go ahead.
Instagram is Witch and Wonder.
Great name.
My Twitter is @fullofbrit.
Love it.
And go watch Sell Your Body Show at sellyourbodyshow.com.
Sellyourbody.com.
Have you watched it yet?
I watched part of it. I didn't finish
You gotta watch it, dude. I'm at the end. It's so good. I don't brag about much. I'm bragging on it.
What'd you do? Did you do it? Did you do your usual?
I did some digital burlesque.
I love your burlesque is great. I remember when you did the robot thing that one time. I was just like, Britt, you're so good.
I'm dope.
You are pretty fucking dope. And you didn't have any of it planned. You're just like, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna wear this. I don't know what I'm gonna do. And then you go out there and fucking murdered. It was so good.
Leading comedy improviser burlesque dancer.
Hey, you know what? No, but you absolutely killed that. So yeah, that's awesome. Yeah,
Thank
people should absolutely check that out.
All right. Well, bye forever, Gary. Bye.
Well,